Welcome back, guys. Today we're not on the Silverton, but we're on the 56 Tiffany, and today we're going to be doing new outrigger lines and getting all that set up for offshore fishing. So we're going to be doing a double rig kit, losing the balls, and simply this is going to be 2 loops around the outriggers, which I already have pulled down because there's no way to get up there without bringing them down. Unfortunately, the old string broke, so you can't feed it through or do anything creative to get all the way up there, so I have to start from scratch, which means bringing them down, which fortunately wasn't too hard. I was able to just lower it down and deploy it normally and take out one screw from this rod and was able to lay it down, and I've got some cardboard against the boat there so it's not touching the hull. And it just laid down nice and easy, so now I can run the string on the dock here, and that's no problem. Might be a little bit more creative for this side because I've got a boat right there, but I'll do the harder side, not on camera because I'm sure I'll drop something or break something. But let's go ahead and run some string through, and I'll show you how I'm going to do the crimps and how we're going to set it up. If anyone ever gets to this line and it comes off like nicely, please tell me how you do that, because never one time has this not become a giant tangled mess. So I've got the end in my hand that's going to go up all the way there when deployed. So we're going to have to put a stopper on, and then we'll put a swivel and a crimp and loop that over. Then the swivel will go on here and clip onto the release. So you'll have the stop ball, a crimp, and the swivel, then the end, and we're going to fold it over. Can't do it one hand. Into the crimp, then we'll use the tool and crimp it together. For these crimps, I'm doing as they said there, crimping them together to squeeze both pieces of mono together on each other, and we've got the swivel on there, so we're good to go. Okay, so I just put the outrigger back up into its normal deployed position. To note that the bolt has a washer here, there's a sleeve in between here, and there's another like rubber washer in here. So holding this up and doing all that at the same time was kind of tough, but got that done. So now I haven't cut any string yet, or line, whatever you want to call it, and I just have the clips hanging here, and both ends, they're going to come to the haylocks, just said right here, uncut from the spool. So what I'm going to do is pull these tight and get a rough measurement, take my first cut, I'll string in the haylocks there, or however you call them, haylocks, and then I'll make the final crimp. So this is where we ended up. We have the haylocks set with a fair amount of tension. It's got more to give, so it's not fully maxed out, which is what you want. And here we have the crimp, swivel, the quick release, swivel, crimp, and the stop ball all the way up there. And I set the tension as close as I can, even. You know, I measured this distance to the deck just as a reference point, because over here as well I did the same thing, made sure it's about the same tension on it, set up the inside and outside the same on both port and starboard side, got the clips ready to go, and ran all the way to the top. Alright, well, I'm going to explain this contraption the best that I can. So you have this bar here, which holds the outrigger from going any further down, like this way. I unbolted that there, while I still had the short bar that holds the outrigger from deploying connected. I took the stop bar, I know all these terms are wrong, and disconnected it up there and use this rope to just hold it together so it's not flopping around too much. Then here I was able to hold it to gently slide it down, and currently that has the weight of the outrigger on it to not let it drop down any further. I don't want it to touch the boat or the dock. And this pole, which is part of the outrigger, has actually worked well to kind of just touch with the guide wires here to help bring it down straight. So now that it's down, I can easily get to all the eyelets. I can run the string and I'll be good to go there. There was no way to fold it out next to the boat here like I was able to do on the starboard side, but that was kind of the method to the madness there. 2 ropes, a wrench, and just carefully lowering it down.